Hi guys, Andy Air Rifle Sniper here. Just going to do a quick video on a lot of the Turkish rifles. A lot of people are saying about, basic difficulty with the mags, cycling, etc. And what we're going to do is just run through a little tip that I've got here. So I've got a .177 mag here, which we're going to just dismantle, take out what's in there. Now obviously you'll see that there is a spring at the bottom. This locates, you'll see a small little pinhole in the base. You'll just see the spring poking through there, so keep that in there. Now on this basis here and on the back half, what I do is just get myself a Stanley blade and just chamfer it ever so slightly, not much, just enough that you can see that it's not such a square solid sort of face at the end. So you can see what I'm doing here is, let's get this up on camera, on this face here we're just taking a small angle, so we're going in sort of like at an angle, so we can just scrape out ever so gently each entry point. Of each slot. So it doesn't need to be much. You don't need to be running a massive lump off of it or anything like that. You just literally just take the smallest amount off. One, it helps with dropping the pellet in for starters, but secondly it just allows it to exit off of it cleaner. And obviously flip it over and do the same again. This will work on Reassembling, it will work on Corral. The Benjamin Aquila, similar sort of magazine setup. Basically all the magazines with this type of setup, which to be honest is 90% of what's on the market at the moment, but yeah, it does, it sounds silly, but it really has helped all of, as you can see, all the bits that are floating around on here now. It's not much, but I can assure you I've noticed a substantial change in the smoothness of dropping the pellets in and putting them back. Now when you go to look at it, to put it back together, the groove you've got here sits over the top of the line in the spring, you can see there. Now don't just drop it on and put it in, so locate the spring into, just see this right, its place, bring it around and over that point there and then drop it in. So there's already tension on the actual magazine before you actually get it to the 0 point. So get it round to so, and then just lift it out enough that you can just pop it over. Yeah, but it is fiddly. There. And then don't want to, as I'm doing here, disengage the spring. So yes, they can be fiddly, as this one is being. Down, off the edge, push it down and make sure that the spring itself sits over point. Like I say, you've already got sort of tension on. So it sits back and springs back nice and snug. Place your top back on. Centre bolt in, started by hand so you don't damage any of the threads. Being as they are only a plastic. And loads of people want to go really hang these up. You don't need to. All you need to do is just so you've got a small pin on the magazine there and an eye, little hole in the actual glass top of the magazine. As long as you've got a click resistance and a smooth movement right the way around, so when you lock it in, it's there. And then basically it allows you to, if needs be, on each one, the pellets should drop straight the way through. Obviously, you place your finger underneath to load the first, and then they just drop in nicely. Some of you will find that you've been sort of putting pellets in and maybe they're not, you know, going right the way in, so you end up having to put a little device in and just push it down. Well, that eradicates that problem. So as you can see, recycled a mag and they will drop out. There's a helpful little tip for you. Hope it helps, and yeah, thanks for watching. Take care and catch you on the next video. If you like my videos, like and subscribe. You can also find me on Facebook, YouTube, and yeah, any good comments, keep them coming. Thank you guys.